Oh, what's up, everybody? Chewy Internet coming at you today, and we're gonna do another play from Marvel Crisis Protocol that happened to me that I pulled off yesterday. That was just bonkers, and I couldn't believe I could pull it off in a game ever. And it was a really interesting situation, and a lot of crazy stuff happened. Not a lot of crazy stuff, but just this play was just like ridiculous. But yeah, if you guys can do me a favor, like this, like the video, comment down below. I will have more MCP content coming up. My Brotherhood roster will be done soon. It's already done. I'm just waiting for TTS to finish whatever they're doing in here, and add pyro and all that stuff. Then I'll get that done. Weapon X roster will be done soon. Fight night will be next Sunday. It'll be Utility Cookie versus Vince Chan on my Twitch channel. So that's Twitch TV/Chewy891. That's happening next Sunday, and yeah. So, and also the giveaway that I've been talking about, I'm gonna give you details right now. I don't have a date yet, but here's the details. So, what I'm trying to do is do a giveaway for the Weapon X packs. Okay. So right now I've purchased 2 boxes. Okay, and that's just because due to tournaments that I've won and all that stuff, I was able to get 2 boxes. I'm trying to get 2 more. So if I can get 2 more boxes, I will do 3 giveaways for the Weapon X Rival Panels box. Those things are expensive. If I can do my part, I'm going out and playing these tournaments and trying to get these packs. If I can do a giveaway for 3, that'd be really cool. I'm definitely gonna do 1 giveaway for the subscribers. Okay, so there'll be a live stream. I'll do whoever's in the live stream. We'll do a giveaway to the subscribers. That will be free. The second one, I do want to do like a free tournament for, and the winner of that wins the rival panel. So stay tuned with that. I'll give you more details on that. And the third box, I want to do a raffle. I am trying to save up some money to get like a GoPro camera because I'm trying to, elevate the channel a little bit. I think a GoPro camera will help a little bit for me, or just get another camera. I just need one more camera. It doesn't have to be specifically a GoPro. It just has to be a camera. I'm trying to raise some money for that. So those are the details. I'll do a video and finalize everything once I have everything in order right now. Right now, I'm trying to get my hands on 2 more Rival Panels boxes, and it looks like that's in the works right now. And once I have confirmed, because I've already confirmed, got 2 boxes. Obviously, one for myself and then one for whatever. I need to get 2 more. If I can get 2 more, we're in business. So stay tuned for that, guys. Stay tuned for that. Without further ado, also comment, like, subscribe. Yep. And I want more MCP content. Can't forget about that. All right, so let's get into this for a second. So let's talk about the situation. So the past maybe 6 games or so, I've been playing the X-Men, right? And I've had a mixture with the roster. It's almost similar to Vodka Blitz's roster, similar to Nate's in a way. But I make changes myself. I don't have Colossus. I don't have any of that nonsense. What I have in the list is like Ebony Maw. I have Sabretooth in the list. And I do have Hulk. Hulk is in my list. I don't play Juggernaut. I play Hulk. Yesterday, we're playing a local. And, I'm starting to wrap my mind around X-Men and how they work with this team. So I'm trying to understand the mindset, right, of the X-Men player when they're playing. So I think one of the best things to do to understand a roster and how it's played is to literally build it, make the changes that you would make, which is what I did. Make the changes that you would make. And then from there, play the games out, play with different rosters in different scenarios. First things first. Have your plan what you want to do with your roster at a certain threat level. Okay, that's the first thing. 2, then experiment, right? And like, okay, let me try this. Let me try that. Let me do this, okay? And then from there, see what's going on, right? So yesterday I was playing against Hydra, and before all this happened here, I had Ebony Maw as well. Ebony Maw was in the roster, and I shushed Hulk's throw, which was really sick. So Hulk spent the power, did the throw. I shushed it. Ebony Maw was sitting somewhere back here. He wasn't relevant to this play, but that was the play before. That was Hulk's previous turn. So we go into turn 3, I think, and that was turn 2. So now we go into turn 3, and it's Hulk's activation, okay? And what happened was the Spider infected, moved a bunch of my models around. Sabretooth was over here. 23 was over here. Badger just stayed here, right? Just because You know, Badger can't contest anything, and Badger I think got pushed or something like that or whatever. I can't remember what the hell happened here. Another card that I had. So my tactics cards at this point in time were Sacrifice, Brace for Impact. No, it was Sacrifice, Exceptional Healing. That was it. The fourth card, I can't remember what it was, but it doesn't matter. I already played First Class because I don't count that. So I played First Class. I had two other cards and one more I just can't remember at the top of my head right now. So here's what happened. Hulk did one Hulk smash into Honey Badger, right? And we rolled the dice, and you know, he rolled pretty well, but he didn't roll the wild stagger. Okay. I had enough power to do exceptional healing. So I did an exceptional healing play on the Honey Badger. Okay. Now, here's the situation. So now what ends up happening is, because he did a point of damage, you know, X23 can move. So I didn't move X23 at all at this point in time, right? I just kind of left her. I think I moved her, but it was like little minute, right? And right now we're outside of 2 here, right? We're outside 2 and all that stuff. We can't do Sacrifice. We can't do anything like that, right? And then Honey Badger's bodyguard was online. So, I mean, he could have leaped, and it still didn't matter. The positioning that the Hulk was in, if he really wanted to KO and daze all these models here, not very good, right? He had to leap, and he would still be within 2 of Badger, I think, anywhere on the map. I think he had to take off here or whatever to keep Hulk safe. So, what ends up happening is, he goes and makes a decision. So after Hulk Smash failed, he throws Honey Badger into 23. Okay. And, you know, Honey Badger takes a point. I think I still had Brace for Impact, and that's why I'm probably remembering this wrong. Sacrifice, Brace, Exceptional. Sacrifice, Brace, Exceptional, First Class, Sacrifice. Yeah, I did it. I couldn't have had Brace. So I didn't have Brace at all. So that flat damage, whatever, 23 gets damage. I'm like, okay, this kind of sucks right now. So then what he ends up doing is, he ends up doing a thunderclap, right? So he does a thunderclap, and the first one he does is into Honey Badger, okay? Does it into Honey Badger, and Honey Badger takes damage. So now I'm like, now I'm gonna move, right? Because what I want to happen is I want Sabretooth to take the next beam and position X23 to do damage to Hulk, right? So 23 dazes from the beam attack, right? She's gone, she's dazed, whatever. And I said, hold on a second, I got to do my thing. So if you read X23's card here, and I was screwing this up the other day, I thought if she got dazed or KO'd, I couldn't do this nonsense or whatever. But you can. So if a Gabriel Kinney character within 3 of this character is damaged by an enemy effect, after the effect is resolved, this character may advance toward the character that damaged Gabriel Kinney. Not go towards Gabriel Kinney. Go towards the enemy that damaged Gabriel Kinney. So I was misplaying that for a while now. And I was like, okay, cool. So once I knew all that, now is my turn. Because the beam is still going, right? So the beam hit, and she's the next target regardless. So then I move about right here, just a little bit, just to get within 2 right here, right? Get within 2 of Sabretooth. Sacrifice. Now he's going to do the attack into X23. I sacrifice into Sabretooth, right? And Hulk's rolling a lot of dice because he took a lot of damage so far. He took like 14 damage at this point. So then what ends up happening is that I sacrifice now onto Sabretooth. And now the attack got off X23. X23 is within 2 now of Hulk to do some more nonsense. And what happens is Hulk does the beam into Sabretooth. Sabretooth then takes the damage, takes 5, right? Took 5 damage, lived on 1, gained 5 power. He's able to now aggressive forward, just like this, and do a counterattack into Hulk, which netted about 5 damage, I think, if I could remember correctly. And I rolled the wild as well. So I rolled the wild, and it put bleed on Hulk, right? Put bleed on Hulk. I pierced. And then from there, Hulk took another damage because he had to end his activation, right? Had to end his activation and take the bleed damage. And it was just insane. The fact that I could do that with this situation here is insane, and it always goes. And what there's two things. One thing with Hulk, right? I've never. I think the beam should never be an option for you. If you're playing Hulk, I don't think you ever do the beam, right? If he doesn't, if I were to change up this play here, right, and put him in a better position, I probably throw Honey Badger first, and I just throw Honey Badger out to space. Let's undo the situation, right? So let's throw Honey Badger. There was a lot of space over here. I would probably throw Honey Badger, and he had enough power to do this. I'd probably throw Honey Badger over here, right? So let's redo this play. I would never do the beam. I think the beam's a trap, personally. But this is what I would do. I would throw Honey Badger out to here. Then I'd probably leap, because he had about 5. He had a lot of power to do everything. I would leap this way, because Sabretooth was outside of 2 a sacrifice. So I could not sacrifice into Sabretooth. This was already done. So what I would end up doing here is I would leap this way, right? And save an action. And then start punching X-23 and getting her out of the game, right? That's the play I would do instead of doing the beam, right? So if I were the Hulk player, that's what I would have done. And it would have avoided that entire situation where, okay, Honey Badger took it, she dazed, X-23 moves, goes to here, the beam goes into 23, and then I can sacrifice onto Sabretooth, which then led him to move up here to get on the point. Not just this, it's Extremis console. So once the turn comes back to me, all I'm going to do is heal a damage from healing factor and then heal a damage from the Extremis console. And I'm basically, I'm feeling good again. And then 23 can mess with the healing console and then heal Sabretooth again. It's just, there's a whole bunch of nonsense here that can happen. And that's what I would have done differently, right? Like that's, to correct the Hulk player's decision, I just don't beam, right? There's no point to beam. I understand you want multiple characters, but if you want to undo the nonsense, get rid of the character. First off, you have a throw, get rid of the character that's doing the bodyguarding. Just throw him, right? That solves the problem. So you just go, throw, do your thing, and then continue on and do your plays with Hulk. That's what I would have done, right? But again, that didn't happen. What happened was a beam, and it led into a whole bunch of nonsense. Now, I've been playing a little bit with Sabretooth lately with the X-Men. I played him once with Brotherhood. I've played him 2 to 3 times, or maybe 3 or 4 times with X-Men. My verdict, because I know there's been a lot of talk of Sabretooth, okay? My verdict with Sabretooth is that I think he is a decent model. I think he's a good model. Do I think he's A tier? No. Do I think he's a B tier character? Yes. There's really 2 scenarios where I really like Sabretooth on. I love him on the Extremis console. There's a couple things. He moves long, right? He has aggressive if he takes damage. And he can heal himself. On Extremis consoles, he can just heal himself. And if you're doing it properly and you're constantly on the Extremis console, you can bring up characters to heal him and to keep him alive, to keep his murder train going. And what also makes him strong too is that you can sacrifice onto him to force an attack on the Sabretooth, which could then lead to some good things. Now, granted, dice are dice. Sometimes your dice are going to be good, sometimes your dice are going to be bad. Maybe that one-shot Sabretooth, I don't know. But that's why you have exceptional healing. Exceptional healing is now a playable card because of the tactics card rotation, and you can fit that in. So there's 2 things working in Sabretooth's favor. There's a scenario where I think he excels really well, which is Extremis, and struggle for the cube as well. If you get the combination of those 2, you're doing pretty well. Sabretooth can also move twice and grab the back Extremis over here, or back thing here. I think there's an option where he can hop, grab, and then move backwards. I haven't tested that myself because I'm very limited in playing with the X-Men right now. I'm pretty sure there's a situation where he can just leap, move, grab, come back, kind of deal, right? The counterattack is really good. As long as you set it up properly, like I did just now, and the situation permits it. The counterattack is really effective. And it's really good. What you want, like, to play Sabretooth effectively, you want him to have a scenario, you want him to have an extract, and you want him to be targeted for attacks, okay? Now, where he falls short is and it's very small. And this is where like all the characters can fall short, okay? It's not just Sabretooth. Control, right? Pushing on attacks doesn't really affect him, but throws do. Like, not throw on attack. I'm sorry. Throws in general as superpowers hurt him. If you can go and control him like you want to, he's not gonna have the best of times, right? But he does move fast and he can get back and at least do an attack. You know, and stuff like that. That's where I think he's the most effective. Do I think he's effective on like pay to flips, whatever? That remains to be seen. I don't think so. That's my opinion as of right now. I could probably change my mind a week from now. I don't think he's good there. I think he's good on extremis console where he can stand and secure. I think he can be really good on scoundrels because he can just stand secure and get cover. So it makes him a little, tankier. And things like that. And I've been having a lot of fun with Sabretooth. And that's what I'll say about Sabretooth. And I'm just wanting to give context as to why I think he's effective. On Struggle for the Cube, he's pretty nutty too, because on Struggle for the Cube, you got to remember, so the character's taking damage, right, from the cubes. If you counterattack, you can gain an extra die or two depending on how much damage that character has taken from Struggle for the Cube with Untamed Force. So you can go in, attack, get extra dice, right, and just do damage. That's a possibility. That's why he's really good on Struggle for the Cube. And he has healing factor. Like he's been interesting for me, and I like the fact I always had in the back of my mind that I think Sabretooth is a good character, but I just couldn't get him to work, right? And I didn't have the right mindset. Right now I do. And now I'm starting to see how effective he can be on certain scenarios. And is he a must take in your 4? No. You need to have a plan for him. You need to have the proper secure. You need to have the mission. You have the right mindset to play him. It's not like an auto include like Voodoo or Black Cat, things like that. He's not, right? He has to be, okay, I like him in this certain matchup. I like him against this certain character. This is what I'm going to play him. Like, for example, in my finals game yesterday, it was Hammers and it was Mutant Madmen for traps, and I was playing against the Avengers. I had an option to bring in Sabretooth just for the hell of it, right? But I sat there and asked myself, well, hold on. He's going to be sitting on a D possibly. And yeah, he's going to pick up a hammer, but he's just going to be sitting there and he's just going to take pot shots, and there's nothing to really heal him, right? Nothing really to protect him outside of cover. But I'm playing against Avengers, and Avengers shield throws ignore cover, right? So I'm like, why should I play him here? And yeah, he can go and move twice and contest a Mutant Madman trap on their side, sure. But again, goes into I'm taking shield throws. I have no cover really. What's the point? So then I went and I played 6 wide. At 18, I brought in Ebony Maw and something else. I can't remember what the other character was. But the point is that in essence, you have to think about it. You had to be like, okay, listen. Not here. And I was proven to be right. My gameplay was really, really done really well. I won the match pretty comfortably. Dice went my way, but I felt like the decision I made there was right. I felt like if I had Sabretooth, I felt like the game would have been a little harder for me, right? So, again, think about your situations, think about the scenario, think about where you can excel, and just, try to think about it logically, right? But yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to talk about that play and a whole bunch of other things. That play was really nutty for me yesterday, and it was so fun to pull that off. Like, it was just I just had a good laugh at it. Like the fact that you're able to do that is like just insane, and it was really fun. It was really fun. I had a really good time yesterday, and yeah, man, I still love playing MCP, man. Granted, we haven't had a mission in so long and all that stuff, and I'll make a video on all that soon. Like just talking about like what I'm excited about, what I'm disappointed about MCP. That's coming. We'll say that for another video. All right, guys, that's it for me. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Keep playing MCP out there. I'll catch you on the next one. All right, take care.